Hello students, today the topic of our lesson of this video is Sour Grapes. It's a poem in grade 5, it's poem number 3, and we will discuss this poem in detail. The learning objectives of today's lessons are to define poetry and poem, to know about the author, to explain the words' meanings, to summarize the poem, and to write the theme. And at the end, we would answer all the questions given in the exercise. Our first question is, what is poetry? Poetry is a type of literature that conveys a thought, describes a scene, or tells a story in a concentrated lyrical arrangement of words. What is a poem? According to Cambridge Dictionary, a poem is a piece of writing in which the words are arranged in separate lines, often ending in rhyme, and are chosen for their sound and for the images and ideas they suggest. According to Collins Dictionary, a poem is a piece of writing in which the words are chosen for their beauty and sound and are carefully arranged, often in short lines which rhyme. Our other subtopic related to poetry is what is stanza? In poetry, a stanza is used to describe the main building block of a poem. It is a unit of poetry composed of lines that relate to a similar thought or topic, like a paragraph in prose. About the poem in hand, Sour Grapes. The poem Sour Grapes is based on a fable by Aesop. Fables are imaginary tales or myths. Usually these have a moral message. Now I am reading the poem. A fox was trotting on one day, and just above his head he saw a vine with lovely grapes, rich, ripe, and purple red. Eager he tried to snatch the fruit, but it was too high. Poor Reynard had to give it up, and heaving a deep sigh, he curled his nose and said, "Dear me, I would not waste an hour upon such mean and common fruit. I'm sure those grapes are sour." 'Tis thus we often wish through life, when seeking wealth and power, and when we fail, say, like the fox, we are sure the grapes are sour. Now, words' meanings. Word number 1 is trotting. Trotting means running at a slow speed. Next, above. Above means high. Vine. It means a grape plant. Lovely. Lovely means beautiful. Rich. Here it means abundant. Ripe. Ripe means a fully grown, fully developed. Eager. Eager means keen. Snatch. Snatch means to get something. Reynard. It's the name of the fox. Give up. Abandon. Leave. Heaving. Heaving means producing a sigh. Word number 12, fable. Fable means a short story with animal characters. Curled. Curled means turn up one's nose in a curve. Mean. Mean means bad, of low quality. Sour. Sour means having an acidic taste like lemon or vinegar. Tis. This is the short form of it is. Thus. Thus means as a result of. Often. Often means frequently, happening again and again. Through. This is the short form of through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Seeking. Seeking means going in search of. Next word is power. Power is the short form of power. P-O-W-E-R. Sure. Sure means certain. Stanza-wise explanation. Stanza 1. A fox was trotting on one day, and just above his head he saw a vine with lovely grapes, rich, ripe and purple red. Explanation. In this stanza, the poet tells us that one day a hungry fox was strolling here and there in search of food. Suddenly he saw a grape plant over his head. The grape plant was full of beautiful ripe grapes. They were purple red and were in great quantity. Stanza 2. Eager he tried to snatch the fruit, but oh, it was too high. Poor Renaud had to give it up, and heaving a deep sigh. Explanation. In this stanza we learn that the fox was very excited to see the grapes. He quickly wanted to get them, so he jumped again and again to grasp them, but alas, the grape vine was very high. All his efforts went in vain. At last, the poor Renaud, the fox, took a deep breath and stopped his struggle to catch the grapes. Stanza 3. He curled his nose and said, "Dear me, I would not waste an hour upon such mean and common fruit. I'm sure those grapes are sour." Explanation. Here we learn that the fox was very disappointed on his failure. He turned his nose in a curve, and to justify his failure, he said that he should not waste his precious time on getting that low quality common fruit. He also assured himself that those grapes are bitter, unripe and had acidic taste. Stanza 4. 'Tis thus we often wish through life, when seeking wealth and power, and when we fail, say like the fox, we are sure the grapes are sour. Explanation. Here the poet mentions the human nature. He says that we humans also react like the fox in our real life. Usually, we try our best to become rich and powerful, but if we fail to achieve our goal, we also say that the grapes are sour. It means that we also start showing our disliking for the things we fail to achieve in life, as it is said that it is easy to despise what we cannot get. Now questions and answers. These questions have been taken from the exercise given at the end of the lesson. Question A. Did the fox really want the grapes? Answer. Yes. the fox really wanted the grapes as he jumped again and again to catch the fruit. We learn it from the first line of stanza 2. Eager, he tried to snatch the fruit. Question B. What was so attractive about the grapes? Answer. The attractive thing about the grapes was that they were rich, ripe and purple red, as it is mentioned in the last line of stanza number 1. Question C. Which words are used to describe the grapes in the first verse? Which words are used in the third verse? The words lovely, rich, ripe and purple red are used to describe the grapes in the first word. On the other hand, the words sour, mean and common fruit are used in the third verse to describe them. Question D. What is the moral lesson that the poem teaches us? Answer. The moral lesson that the poem Sour Grapes teaches us is that we should not find faults and drawbacks in those things which we cannot achieve. Instead of this, we should be patient and try our best to gain success in life. Now, a reference to context. Answer the following questions with reference to context. Eager, he tried to snatch the fruit. Question A. Why was the fox eager? Answer. The fox was eager to get the fruit because he was hungry and the grapes were rich, ripe and purple red. Question B. Why was he not able to reach the fruit? Answer. He was not able to reach the fruit because the branches of grapes were very high. Question C. In what way did his opinion of the fruit change? Answer. His opinion of the fruit changed when he failed to get them. So he said that they were mean and common fruit and sure to be sour. The theme of the poem. The central idea of the theme of the poem Sour Grapes is that we should not find faults in those things which we cannot get due to our incompetence. Instead of this, we should learn and struggle more and more to be able to get those things. It is easy to despise what we cannot get, but in fact, this approach gives us no benefit. Dear students, I hope that you would have learned a lot from this video. In the next video, we will discuss different other poems. Thank you very much. Goodbye.